Good afternoon to all. I am Dia from 7th Standard Pacific. I am going to tell a story called A Poor Family and a Rich Family. Once upon a time, there lived a poor family, rich family, a town named VII. They are each family has each kid. They also play together. They enjoy together. But a rich family kids has very egoness. And he said he's very poor. I'm very rich. How can I play with him? He's also very dirty. He's also very cheating fellow. How can I play with him? But poor boy is a good boy and he scored very marks in exam. One day he got good job and he also rich. Moral of the story: all are rich, all are equal. Thank you.
Good afternoon to all. I am going to tell the story of the golden egg. Once upon a time, a farmer had a golden egg. Farmer got a goose that laid a golden egg. The farmer used to sell it to the market and earn enough money to meet their family day-to-day needs. One day, the farmer thought if he could get more such golden eggs and became a rich man. The farmer thought to cut the goose and get more eggs, golden eggs, and became a rich people. So he cutted the golden eggs. He cutted the goose that laid a golden eggs, but they found no egg. They found no egg at the goose stomach. The foolish farmer realized that destroys and greediness. Moral: greed destroys your resources. Thank you.
Good morning to all. I am Harini Forteiro. Thirsty crow. Once upon a time there was a crow which was very thirsty. He searched from water everywhere. At last he saw a water pot near a well. He looked water inside the pot. The water is very little in the pot. The crow saw some stones nearby. He thought of a plan. He picked some stones. That put one by one in the pot. The water level came up, and the crow drank in the water and flew away happily. Moral: necessity in the mother of invention. Thank you.
Good morning, sir. I am Jayasindra from grade 4 Europe. Today I am telling story about the golden goose. Once upon a time, a poor farmer lived with his wife in a village. He had a goose. It is not usual one. As the goose lay one golden egg one by one, but the farmer and his wife were greedy by nature. They were not content with one egg a day. They thought the goose was full of golden eggs. The farmer one day killed the goose with a sharp knife and opened its belly. But he found not a single golden egg inside. The foolish farmer lost the goose as well as the prospect getting golden eggs every day. The moral of the story is grasp all, lose all. Thank you.
Good morning to all. My name is Sindhya. I am studying 5th APG Talang. Fox and the lamb. One day a lamb was eating grass, always from the flock of sheep. She doesn't saw the wolf was near to her. When she see the wolf, she started bleeding and she said, "Don't eat me. My stomach is full of grass. You can wait for a while and make your meat taste much better." She said, "My stomach is full of grass. You can let me dance." While the sheep was dancing, she has a new idea. Uh, she said, I can dance faster. You can take my belt and ring it. The wolf took the bell and ring it so hard. The shepherd heard the sound and ran quickly to save the life of lamb. Moral of the story. Always act wisely, difficult time. Thank you.
Good morning to all. I'm Shana. I'm studying 6th standard English. Today I'm going to share about a short story about my family. There was a village is named Palabati. There was a big family, father and son and wife. Father name was Abdul Jabbar and son name was Syed Muhammad and wife name was Bair- Barida Behan, and they were poor family. They, the son didn't get dinner properly. They worked very hard. The son, in morning 2 o'clock, they will go to work for military. Then 9 o'clock they go to school and study and sell them around mangoes. Then they get the money from that. So they are doing that work from money. So one day the father said we should want to give proper food for our son. So if you had any gold, give that, we will sell it and we can give proper food for our son. They said, and the wife Farida Beham was give that gold. Then they sell it and give a proper food for son. One day the father had heart attack and he was dead. The son was so worried about it and he decided to study very well and he is very poor but he decided to study it very well. So he is studying more than more day and night. Then he got first rank, but his father is not alive, so he was so worried and he got government job. That person was my father and he achieved a fire service. Moral of the story, do hard, do hard work and you can get achieved.
Good morning to all. My name is Sunita. I am studying 3rd standard diamond. Thirsty crow. Once upon a time there was a crow which was very thirsty. He looked for water here and there. At last saw a pot. He looked inside the pot. Water is little water in the pot. He thought a plan. He takes some stones and put into the pot one by one. The water came out. He drank the water and flew away happily. Moral: where there is a will, there is a way. Thank you.
Good afternoon everyone, I am Padwatabi. I am studying 7th Pacific. Today I am going to tell a story about the wise crow. The two crows had a challenge. They decided who could fly high with a sack. The both crows chose the similar size of sack. One sack filled with cotton and one sack filled with salt. They started flying. Suddenly it started raining. The salt is dissolved in the water and become light. The cotton is so heavy. The cotton is become heavy. The crow with the salt sack won the challenge. Moral of the story is think and do everything. Thank you.
Once in the forest, a lion lived with some of his friends. His friends was very happy to live with him. Whenever they wanted anything, they would tell to the lion. Lion would go for the hunt, eat himself and live for his friends. After many days, his friend forgotten how to hunt. One day, the lion's health was not good and suddenly he died. After all, his friends were very sad because they were worried about their food. They tried hunt but failed. Slowly, all of them was weak and suddenly died. The moral of the story is we should do our work ourselves. Thank you. Once a dove saw an ant struggling in the water. He took pity on the ant and threw down a leaf. The ant climbed onto the leaf and reached the shore safely. One day the ant saw a hunter aiming an arrow at the dove. He wanted to
bite the hunter's leg. The hunter missed his aim and the dove flew safely. Moral: good deeds will always bring good deeds. Good morning to all. My name is Namiska and I am studying third standard. I am Nittu and yellow mango tree. Nittu is a parrot. He likes flying on the sky. He one day looked down, saw yellow mango tree. Go there, one big sound. Go back, one grow is there. Parrot is very intelligent. Tree under down, one red balloon. Go grow back and pit. Grow is who should be shocking and flying. So parrot is happy. Parrot eat the yellow mango. Moral of the story: knowledge is very power. Thank you. Good morning to all. My name is Sophia Grace. I am studying 4th standard Euro. The four friends. Once there lived four friends. Three of them learned many things in arts, but the fourth friend is a simple man. One day they went to a forest. On the way they saw bones of dead animals. They thought, we can give a life it too. Then the fourth friend don't accept it. The three of them ignored the fourth friend's words, and the first friend may collect the bones of the dead animals and make a skeleton, and the second friend make a body of a lion, and the third friend give a life to, and the fourth friend ran fast and climbed up the tree. Suddenly a lion came up and attacked the three friends, and the fourth friend was safe. Moral of the story: knowledge is important, but common sense is more important. Thank you.
My name is John and I studied standard APJ Kalam. The goose and the countryman. Once there lived a countryman who had a wonderful goose. Every day when he visits the nest, the goose laid a beautiful glittering golden egg. He took the eggs to the market and became rich. He was impatient with the goose because she gave a single golden egg for a day. One day he had an idea to get all the golden eggs at once by killing the goose. When the deed was done, not a single golden egg did he find, and his precious goose was died. He regrets his mistake, but it was too late. Moral of the story: greediness ends in destruction. Thank you.
Good morning to all. I am Ashikari from 6th standard kindergarten. Today I am going to share one story of hardworking man. Once upon a time there was lived a man named Pankaj. He is very hardworking and belonged to a poor family. He wished to do a business, his own business, but he didn't have enough money to achieve the business. So one day his principal ma'am called him. So, Pankaj, please give your fees, school fees. So he told, ma'am, I didn't have money to pay. So after that, he think I want to pay you. So he went to home and thinking, what should I do now? So he is farming and then earn some money and give to ma'am. He is doing this only for paying fees. So after completing 12, so he think I want to go to some another place. So he went to Tamil Nadu. So he's selling some seashells. Then afterwards he opened a company named Setu Mother Seashells Company. Then afterwards he go to Rameswaram. Then he found a work and he opened a restaurant. As moral of the story:
Always hard work has success. Thank you.
Good morning to all. My name is John Ram. I am from 6th standard King David. Today I will be telling about a short story about a little poor boy. Once upon a time there was a poor boy. He was selling newspapers for a livelihood and he had no money for food. One day he was feeling very low and tired. He knew that he was starving. So he decided that the next house he would go, he would ask for some food. But no one gave him food. They all said that he was trash. But in the end, he went to a little girl's house and asked for a glass of water. The little girl looked at his sorrowful state and gave him a glass of milk. A few years later, the little girl has grown up into a woman and she fell sick. She went to doctor, but no one could cure her illness. It was getting very serious. At the end, she decided that she had to go to the best doctor in town. And the doctor spent months taking care of her. And finally, she was recovered. But despite her happiness, she was very sad and knew that she could not afford the bill. But when the hospital gave her the bill, it was written on it, it was paid in full by a glass of milk. Moral of the story, no good deed goes unrewarded. Thank you.
Good morning to all. My name is S. Krishna. I am studying 8th Trium. I am going to tell moral story on harnessed hard driver. Once upon a time, there lived a harnessed hard driver. He had faith in God and prayed to Him every day. One day, his heartbeat got stuck in the mud. He started praying loudly, "Oh God, please help me." The God did not answer. The God driver looking at the sky even more loudly. The God, are you not listening? Please help me. The God liked the God driver a lot. He spoke to him and said, "Put your shoulder to the wheel. Never pray to me for help until you have done your best to yourself." The God driver tried to take his cart from the mud, out of the mud. He succeeded. We should also try to solve our problem on our own. This way we get independent and brave. The moral of the story is the self-help is the best help. Thank you.
Good morning to everyone. My name is Divyanshi. I am a student of class 6 in David. Today I am going to tell you a story. The title of my story is Give Time to Your Family. A few years ago there lived a businessman named Tom. He was a hard-working man. He always got enough money every day. So one day, her little daughter Tia asked his father, "Dear father, why are you so busy?" So his father told, "Because because I have work in my office. When I will return, I will tell you the whole." So when he returned, he saw his little daughter was asleep. So next morning too, her little daughter asked the same question, and his father replied the same answer. So one day, his father decided to take a leave. The next morning, when her daughter saw his father at home, she told to her father, "Dear dad, are you not going to the office today?" So this dad told, "No, today is my leave and I'm going to spend my whole time with you." After listening to this, her daughter's face was glowing with happiness and how happy she was. And after seeing his daughter's face, the father was realized that how big mistake he had done. He always spent his all time on his work and never even a single time on his little daughter. So, after that onwards, they lived happily. Moral: we should always give enough time to our family and enough time to our work. Thank you.